Come. Well, how nice. Peter and Susan.
We don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, I'm always, I'm afraid, absolutely delighted to be interrupted. If one were never interrupted, life would be nothing but work and study. No fun at all. I am at your disposal. Pull up some chairs.
I did. And so we wondered if you could advise us.
Because we don't know what to do.
How do you know your sister's story is not true?
But Edmund said they'd only been pretending.
Oh, that is a point which certainly needs consideration, very serious consideration. But if you'll excuse my asking the question, does your experience lead you to regard your brother or your sister as the more reliable? I mean, which is the more truthful?
Well, that's just a funny thing, sir. Up to now, I'd have said Lucy every time.
In general, I'd say the same as Peter. But, well, this couldn't be true. A magic country, and a wood, and a fawn.
Well, that is more than I know. But a charge of lying against somebody you have always found truthful is a very serious thing indeed.
We were afraid it mightn't even be lying.
We thought there must be something wrong with her.
Madness, you mean? Oh, make your minds easy about that. One only has to look at her and talk to her to know that she is not mad.
But then...
Oh, logic. Why don't they teach logic at these schools?
Hi, for those who are at small groups tonight. On Sunday we looked at the importance of logic, in fact the fundamental nature of logic in terms of determining what could possibly be true and what is not true. And that lies at the heart of the little piece from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe that you will have seen if you were in church on Sunday, and that will be part of this video, where the professor walks Peter and Susan through a series of logical steps to help them arrive at a truth that would have seemed to them, in fact did seem to them, as being completely improbable, if not totally impossible. So the correct application of logic is something that we need to embrace, because basically we live in a logical, ordered world created by a God who knows how things are meant to work well. And so we know that the seasons follow, the days and the nights follow, that if we drop something it's going to fall to the ground, and so on and so forth. The laws of nature, all perfectly logical and capable of being discerned through observation and then application. That's all good. But as we see with the resurrection of Jesus, certain events that are caused by God step outside of what we would have hitherto understood as being logic. And we need to see how logic can lead to them, but also them live in these new realities ourselves. And I guess the point of the sermon today was to encourage us all to see that God can yet take us to places where we've never been, take our minds to a level of understanding that we hitherto would have thought impossible, and give us experiences that expose us to his nature and the reality of who God is that we might not have yet understood, experienced, or even expected. And my encouragement to everyone tonight is to consider the resurrection in the light of something that was not ever thought to be possible, but is in fact historic reality, and opens up all sorts of new possibilities for us and God. So I invite you all to pray in your groups for a new revelation of God, a new understanding and a new experience.